What's up, everybody? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up?
Now, see, I can see it's already going to be one of those nights.
Well, yeah, I'm doing that because at least that's a Baltimore record. What's up? What's up?
Welcome, everyone. Welcome back to Talent Tuesday. Apologies for our tardiness.
Yes.
Had some little bit of technical difficulties behind the scenes, and we've worked it out, and we are rocking and rolling and ready to go. For those that don't know, we are Quantize Recordings. I'm Kelly Spencer. This is my DJ Spen, and we are about to get started. This is our A&R show, and we are going to check out, I think we have 7 songs tonight.
7?
We have 7 songs.
It's a lot.
And we're going to check them out. We want your feedback, so... hello, Sarah. Okay.
Oh boy.
So we're gonna check out the songs.
There you go.
You're welcome. All right, so we're gonna check out those songs. If you're on Twitch, please participate in the polls. We want to hear your feedback, and we're gonna get right into this. I need to introduce you to our very, very lively panel of judges tonight. Near and dear to my heart and on my last nerves as well, my very own Baltimore brothers from right down the road. We got some legends in the house. They are behind many of the Quantize and unquantized releases. So first up, without further ado, I'm going to introduce you to, let's start with Damon Ramsey.
All right.
So Damon Ramsey, I think you all know this guy.
You should.
What's up, Damon? Damon's got so many releases on the label. He has a brand new release right now called Sunrise in Mexico. I haven't even listened to it, but I heard it's like really nice. So Damon, name a song. Damon has been behind the scenes on a lot of stuff.
He really has.
He's got the Sheila Ford. Before that one, right? Feel Like Making Love. I like that one. I have that one on iTunes. That means I really like it. I Found Love. What's the one with Cherie Hicks? Oh, that is I Found Love. What's the other one?
Yeah, that's I Found Love.
He's got some stuff with other labels, but I don't talk about them. He's been with DJ Spen for a while. Didn't he work with you on something on Code Red too?
Yes, quite a few.
Hanging in there for quite a while.
Quite a few things.
So welcome, Damon. I want you on your best behavior tonight, but I'm excited to have you on.
Well, thank you, Kelly, for welcoming me. And I know that I will be on my best behavior because I don't want any trouble from you. And
that's right.
Thanks for the great introduction. I'm looking forward to this whole process.
All right. Well, we're ready for that feedback. So I hope the producers brought their A game tonight because, you know, we're all from Baltimore and we really just don't play around. So Damon's going to give you some advice, but Damon's a nice guy, too. So hopefully he'll give you some good feedback. And thanks, Damon. Mm-hmm. All right. We've got Greg Lewis. Greg is another one. My goodness. Yeah. Greg has been behind the scenes and you've recorded many of the Quantize, unquantized releases in Greg's studio, right?
Yes, we did. Yes, that is very true.
I can't even, I don't know because I wasn't there. You want to name them? What
everything from Ann Nesby, Louis Vega, all kinds of stuff, man, we did with Greg Lewis.
Right. Louis Vega was and Jasper Street were hanging out at the studio and the remix was recorded there, right?
That's very true.
Wow. So this, what?
Soulphonics.
Wow.
Yeah,
well,
back there. Even Code Red was Spen.
Even Code Red. So
yeah, because we can make it when he first left Basement Boys and came in Code Red.
Well, thank you for giving him a place to release his music when he was homeless without a studio. Wow. So if you look, when I was going through TrackSource, if you look at a lot of our releases, you'll see Greg Lewis in some form or fashion, whether it was recorded at his studio or whether he was behind the scenes doing engineering or co-production. Greg Lewis is the man, and he is going to drop some knowledge on you producers. Welcome, Greg.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
See how they're all being nice? Yeah, I had to talk with them all beforehand.
Nice. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. Oh, Greg, don't get in trouble, Greg. All right, who else? Who do we got? Let's talk about Jeffrey C.
Okay,
we've got Jeffrey C. Because what was Jeffrey's recent release?
Jeffrey's release that's coming is called "This Is Hot."
He's got This Is Hot. But what was the last one?
The one before the cricket thing. Yeah, the cricket. Yes, the cricket thing.
Oh yeah, the cricket. Oh yeah.
The cricket thing.
Jeffrey C, very talented producer, very methodical, and Jeffrey's always going to get it right. So I can't wait to hear what Jeffrey's got to talk to us about. I remember when Jeffrey let me fall off my bicycle. We were out riding, and I fell right in front of Jeffrey. He did not catch me, but Jeffrey is also an accomplished cyclist. So, I mean, I'm just going to put that out there because he's a man of many talents.
Oh, yes. Movies
Welcome,
and all
Jeffrey
kinds of
C.
stuff. So, yes, he is the edge mixer.
Yeah, glad to be here. Just ready to listen to some good music.
Okay, well, I hope it's good. I can't make you any promises. I haven't listened to the tunes tonight, but I hope they're all right. All right, who's next? What about is Casper Bernstein in the house?
Yeah.
So the crazy sound that everyone has been asking about, Sync Mafia, also known as our beloved Tommy Davis, and Casper Bernstein, his partner in crime, is in the house. What's up, Casper Bernstein? Welcome.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
All right. Well, we hope that maybe some of these songs are kind of up your alley, and you can give a hint about that magic you and Tommy make behind the scenes, and you can give a little tips and feedback to some of our producers.
Sure, no doubt.
All right. And all of these guys are going to be on the Unquantize Your Mind party coming up on March 13th, right here in Baltimore. We're going to have Beloved come down. Yeah. We're going to have Jovan come down from New York. Yeah. So this is going to be, I guess you're going to do a little something, aren't you? You're going to get on. Yes, you are. No, he is going to play because
I don't want to.
He's going to play. So if you don't have your tickets, please definitely consider joining us in Baltimore on March 13th as we kick off the very first party of our 10-year anniversary celebration. We have some exciting events coming up, but that is our first one. We'll be taking it to London. I can't say more, but we are definitely taking it to London to celebrate as well. We'll be taking it to the West Coast. So we'll be partying all year, but this is our very first party. All right, well, let's go ahead and what about our own team?
Yeah, we forgot.
What about the legend? The TLTD, the legendary Tommy Davis. Oh. TLTD. Our co-founder, head of the Unquantized label.
He looks like an Indian.
Where is he?
He looked like Ooga Chugga, Ooga Chugga, Ooga Chugga.
That is so politically incorrect, inappropriate. That is very inappropriate.
I apologize.
How can you forgive me, Kelly? How can you forgive me, Kelly? Kelly?
Tommy Davis, welcome. Okay, I hope we have something. I hope we have something for the Unquantized label tonight, Tommy. I hope so. I can't make you any promises, but we missed you last time, and we're ready to hear some of the Tommy Davis magic tonight. You ready, Tommy?
Yeah, I am ready.
Okay. And is Mr. Mike Freak ready? Mike Freak, are you with us?
Hello, everyone.
All right. All of our label heads are in the house. Mike Freak, head of our new Q label. What's up, Mike? Did your first release drop already?
It's dropping this Friday.
This Friday. I'm ashamed to say I haven't heard of it. I haven't heard it. I'll check it out and text you and let you know if I like it. Mike said, oh goodness, because he knows I give him the feedback. All right, Mike, maybe we just might have something for the new label tonight. Let's get right into this. Candace McKenzie is in the house because we have all of these. I don't know if she may pop up. There she is. Hi. She did pop up on the screen. Candace and I are going to lay low unless we have something really important to say in terms of voting. Because we have many judges.
Is that what's happening tonight?
Well, because we have so many judges, we want to let our judges. But if we have something to say, per our usual MO, Candace and I have no problem with speaking up.
I'll do Candace. Thank you. So.
You have to say thank you, Tommy. All righty then, folks. Let's get into this. First up, our first track of the night is called "It Ain't Easy." Shout out to the producer for actually putting it in English as well, because the title was in another language, and I was like, "What? It's French, I think." All right, so let's check it out. It's Talent Tuesday. Here we go. It ain't easy.
It ain't easy.
Okay. I'm gonna have to try to not give my judgment. Let's start out with Greg Lewis on this one.
Oh, wow.
Greg, how are you feeling about track 1? It ain't easy.
Oh my. You will come to me first.
Uh-oh.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear.
This song needs a lot of work. The drums don't move. That was my first thing. I don't want to put the artist down too much because I think they have the concept of making a song. So they had all the pieces in the right place, but they didn't execute it very well. So the drums didn't move a lot. The mix needed a lot of work. As far as some of the samples were a little bit off halfway down the song, probably about 128 measures down. I think the first 64 were good. Then it went into the song, and then down in there somewhere, the mixes became a little shaky. I heard. So overall, I gave it a 5. Keep working. I think if they use a little less plugins on their vocals, you could probably hear them a little better. It's like they used every plugin in the book trying to accomplish something that would have probably worked better if they'd have left it off and then just add it as needed. So sometimes using too many plugins can hurt you, and I think that's what happened to this artist in this song.
All right.
Okay.
All right. We got a 5 to start out. Let's go to Damon Ramsey.
Okay. Basically, I got a lot of the similar feeling that Greg had. I felt as though the intro was too long. It took too long for it to really get into the song, and it needed some more elements to help it move along. Greg put it in way better words than I could, but basically I gave this a 6.
That was my first one.
Okay. Not too bad. A 5 and a 6. All right. Let's go over to Jeffrey C.
This song, I like the kind of bounce that it has to it. It has a kind of nice little groove, little feel to it. I absolutely love the keys. The only thing that I would have to say is, well, if this was a dub mix, this probably could make a better dub mix. That said, it still needs to move a little more. I think there were long periods of time where the track didn't do anything, and you want to keep the dancer's attention. You certainly want to keep the DJ's attention or the listener's attention, and do something probably maybe every 8 measures. At the end of 8 measures, bang, do something else. And another 8 measures, bang, do something else. Keep it moving. Keep that track moving. So definitely make the intro shorter and also more movement in the track. If this was a vocal mix, I would definitely shorten the intro. I mean, that intro's way too long for a vocal mix. And if it was a vocal mix, could definitely use a little more structure in the vocals, like chorus, bridge, things like that. So overall, I would probably give this a 6.
All right. Thank you, Jeffrey C. We got a 5 and 2 6s. Let's go over to Casper Bernstein.
My comments mirror probably what everybody else said. I did in the beginning. It had a nice jazzy feel to it. And then it went kind of into like a late 80s, early 90s deep house mode. But it definitely took too long for something to happen. And when something did happen, it wasn't big enough to compensate for how long you had to wait for it. So it definitely could use from
I'm sorry, that analogy is hilarious.
What is so funny?
You had to wait a long time, and by the time something happened, it wasn't big enough.
You know what? and you talk to me about being appropriate.
I'm just saying that analogy was hilarious. I'm sorry.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so I'm following you. I'm taking notes.
I'll give it a 6.
So you waited all that time and not enough. All right, you gave it a 6. TLTD, the legendary Tommy Davis. What do you have to say?
I'm a Zanzibar guy. That was Zanzing so hard. And this is a demo show. So, I can hear the right person in the master and the sounds. That would be a killer track for me. I mean, whoever did this, I would play this as it is. I mean, don't get it twisted. I would traumatize the heck out of it, but but it's got all the elements that the music kind of scene kind of need. They're not used to that kind of straight drive that you got going on. It's just that they're used to now a little bit more bongo-y and all this kind of stuff going on and stuff. So this sound is a classic sound. I would love to see this project go a little bit further and hear the sounds on it, especially if you put Spen of Nazareth on a master. What's it gonna be like?
Oh, Spen of Nazareth. Can't help yourself, can you?
So, are you liking this? I mean, how much are you liking this? Like, what score? Are you?
I'm giving it an 8 because I would play this. I would buy this off a track source.
That's fine.
Okay.
I didn't expect that from Tom.
Would you put it out on? Would you put it on? Would you put it out on Quantize?
See, I like it, but I didn't give it that.
You didn't think it was ready, yeah.
Well, I'm a regular on this show, so I hear a lot of stuff, and normally they don't hit that mark like this. This hit a definite mark for people like me and other people that like this kind of sound. There's an audience for it, but like somebody said, it sounds like a dub of it. So you would really want to hear a little bit more structured version, like it would be the A side of it. But me, I'm a dub guy. I will play a dub in a minute. So I liked it. I like to talk to the person and see if they can develop it a little bit more before we have to come in and do all this extra work. Most of the time, you guys that do the demos, y'all could do some of the fixed stuff yourself.
Okay, well, I will possibly connect you with the producer. Let's hear from Mike Freak.
I kind of knew Tommy was going to dig it for some reason. Just because, I mean, it was groovy at the beginning, and then, it kind of like, hey, this is 69 minutes and nothing's going on.
Right?
And then the synth comes in, and then, there's something going on, and then the vocals was, it didn't kind of match whatever the music had. I think I'd take it as like, instrumental would be great.
Okay.
Just develop it a little bit, but the vocals, they kind of like don't match for me. It felt like it. So that's I'll give this 6. And it's a 7 for some reason. People like it on Twitch. It's 74% on Twitch.
74% on Twitch. That's interesting.
That's interesting.
It is.
I saw who was that? Heaven Bound Production said when you have a song or track that you have to wait so long to see whether you want to dance to it or not, it won't work. It needs to hit right away. Right. That's the way I feel. I'm not a DJ. I don't have time for all that intro to mix and all of that. I don't want to hear that. I mean, I'm off the dance floor by now. So, but it's a demo, and sometimes I think when we talk about demos, submitting the right part of the song is important too.
Okay.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, we're off to a decent start.
I get a vote?
Do you want to vote?
I definitely want to vote.
Oh, well, if you want to vote. Take the floor. We got a 5,
this track,
4, 6,
no.
8.
All this track needed some arranging.
Okay.
It's a 9. It's a 9.
Yeah.
It's a 9. And the only reason I'm saying it is because that right there is just rocking in like a old school.
We should have heard that in the beginning.
It was in the beginning.
I don't know what I heard because that intro was boring.
But that's what I'm saying. I mean, it's like, I think that, when you are a record buyer and you go to these sites and the site plays a particular part of the record, usually this is not the part of the record that they even go for. So usually it's something like, let's see the easiest way to get out of this and see what I mean. Usually it's something in the middle of the record and it's this. So like the most rocking part of the records, most of the time you don't even hear in these little demo windows.
Right.
So all I'm saying is that is Tony Humphrey circa 89.
Yes.
and at the very end of the day, with some arranging and some mixing, I like it, even with the vocals. Maybe the vocals need some auto tuning and stuff, but yeah, I mean, if Spending Time he got a hold of that, it's a whole nother thing. So I'm with it. I like it. So that's all I'm saying, and probably my last vote of the night. But that's got a sort of a buzzer for me.
A buzzer?
Yeah.
A buzzer is a 10.
It's a 9. And the only reason I'm saying,
don't say the word buzzer.
I said sort of a buzzer.
Well, there's no sort of. It either buzzes or it doesn't. Is it buzzing?
This is one of these nights. I can tell you already.
It's a 9 from Spen.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, not a bad start, producer. You got an 8 from Tommy Davis. You got a 9 from DJ Spen. You got some really, really good feedback, not just people giving you scores. You got some good feedback. Spen talked about the need to do a better mix. So there's some good feedback in there for you, and possibly I will connect you with Tommy Davis. Shout out to Shelter Records in the chat on Twitch. And
who's Shelter Records? Does it just say Shelter Records?
Yes.
Is that you, Freddie? Or is it Timmy Incognito?
Focus.
I'm just want to know which
We're
one.
rolling on. We are rolling on. Oh my goodness. We are rolling on to track number 2. This one is called Bring Me Life, and let's see if it gives me life. All right, turn that down a little. That was, what is it called? You Will Bring Me Life. So Spen says he thinks another version of this song probably
has been out.
It's probably the same producer, has been out on the label. So I will have a little chat with him. But since we listened to it, let's talk about it. All right. Who are we gonna start with this time? Let's start with Casper Bernstein first on this one.
I knew you was gonna go with me first for some reason.
See? If you stay ready, you don't have to get ready.
So it definitely had a nice disco-y feel to me. I feel like the mix on the vocals could be a little bit better. But overall, it was a nice feel-good record. Not my type of record per se, but that doesn't mean it's not a good record. I liked it. The nostalgic disco feel of it, the bongos and all of that. I think they could have been a little bit more punchy, but that's just me again. I'll give it a 7.
All right. Well, a 7 is not too shabby. Just checking out the chat over on Facebook. What's up, Facebook fam? I see those angry faces and you know what's coming next. Shout out to Angela Red. Anybody have any comments over on Facebook? We will shout you out when we see those comments. All right, let's roll on and talk to Damon Ramsey about this one.
Okay. Actually, I like this. It does have a new disco category sound to it, and I think the lead vocals need to cut through a little more, and it needs a better master. But overall, I like this. As a DJ, I probably wouldn't buy it, but I like it.
Okay. So, what kind of score are you thinking?
Oh, 8. I gave it an 8.
8. Not bad at all. All right, let's jump over to let's go to Mike Freak on this one.
So, several years ago, Eddie Amador and I did this one. We used that.
Oh, really?
So it's from a sample pack.
Yeah.
The vocal. Okay.
Yeah. And I do like the disco feel of it. It's just like, so my thing is, if you're using a sample, be a little creative with it. It's as opposed to like using the whole thing, like chop it up or rephrase it differently. So yeah, but I like the disco feel. I kind of enjoy it. I guess it needed a little bit of processing on the vocals. It felt like there's a lot of reverb in it. At least on what I heard. So yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
It's okay. Okay. What kind of score are you talking about?
It's a 7 for me.
7.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I kind of like it without the vocals. I kind of like the music. Yeah.
Okay. Not too bad.
And it's like 71% no on Twitch.
71% no.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Or on like a 71%, and earlier 71% yes, now 71% no. So yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm checking out the comments. Lots of 7s. Who is that? Someone says it needs more breaks. DJ G 1-1 says, is it okay to use sample packs?
Yes.
It is, but listen to the comments from the judges. Just like you can buy a sample pack, so can someone else. So you do run the risk of, having something that's not unique. Mike's idea was to chop it up a bit. And I'm sure Tommy and others will talk about that a little bit more. All right, let's move on. Let's hear from Greg.
Okay, I'm on. I gave it a 7. I didn't really have much to say on this song. I noticed the sample pack from the Loop Masters pack right away. So that kind of threw me right there when I heard it, and it was straight. So I didn't really have much for it after that. If you're going to use the sample, hide it. If you're going to be a thief, be a good thief. Other than that, I mean, the track was great. The track was nice, but I'm not running to the dance floor.
Okay.
You know what
Okay.
I mean?
Yeah.
So I gave it a 7.
You gave it a 7. All right. So we have a few 7s. Not too bad.
Mm-mm.
All right. Who else haven't we heard from? We didn't hear from Damon on this one, did we?
Yes, we
We
did.
did. We heard from Damon.
Yes, you did.
Who's missing? Tommy
Jeffrey C.
and Jeffrey. Let's talk to Jeffrey. Let me talk to Jeffrey. Jeffrey, do you agree about the use of these sample packs? And do you agree with the comments so far about how possibly it could have been used differently? What are your thoughts?
Well, I think the sample pack definitely could have been used creatively, instead of like straight. I mean, I didn't know what it was. If you're going to use the sample pack, be creative. Please be creative. I know I'm tongue tied. Let me get some water up in here. Come on. All right, now I can speak. The track was very good. I mean, technically, the production was really good, but the vocals, or the sample pack, I should say, should have sat well into better into the mix. I don't know whether or not it was my headphones. Should I get another pair of headphones? And it just didn't sound right. But is this something I would play in the club? No. Would I play it on my radio show? Maybe. So I guess overall I'd give it a 7.
Okay. All right. 7 seems like the predominant number. Tommy Davis, what would you do with this?
Yes. This song been on this show more than once. I think this is the 3rd time I've heard this song as a demo on this show.
I need to talk. I can't, because I even masked the names of the producers from myself, so I can't see it. But I think I know who it is, and if it is, it's probably his last time, because he has had a release, and so this is interesting. Okay, go ahead.
Well, it's a sample pack. I'm like Jeffrey. I was hitting my headphones like something's wrong with the sound. So as a note to people, when you do stuff, we try to look for stuff that sounds finished, because that means the less amount of staff we have to bring in to work on your track, which detracts from you. So we really.
That's right, because they're paying for it.
Exactly. Hey, I ain't cheap, and Spen from Nazareth is like all of Jerusalem. So
yeah, it costs to get either one of you to fix it. So I mean, I think that's what people may not know, Tommy. It's like, well, let me send this track to Quantize, because Tommy and Spen are just sitting around waiting to fix people's tracks, and trust me, that's not the case. And if they're if you really like a track, you might fix it, but you charge for that. You go to Greg's studio and you do all kinds of stuff, and there's a charge. So
here's a tip.
It would behoove them to fix it themselves first.
Here's a tip: when you're finishing something and you think you like it, go get something that's already finished and play it. Find a way to play one against yours. And if you hear a significant difference, you're not ready to let people hear it. You know what I mean? Because
you say that, Tommy, every time.
It's like you need to make sure that you are at least on the same level as your competitors.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So the problem I had with the song is that the girl was kind of pitchy, and it was recorded weird, and I heard the song many times. So when you do stuff and you choose it, you can cut parts out of a sample pack. You can just cut it off, or you can auto tune it to make sure it fits where she might not have hit it, or maybe whoever recorded it did not straighten out those keys. And then some sample packs give you the keys, but that don't mean it holds the keys. You might still have to go through it line by line and adjust it to fit your track.
Okay.
So personally, I gave it a 5.
Okay, you gave it a 5. All right, so we got some 5s, we got some 7s. Did I get everybody? Spen, do you have any comments on this one?
Nope, I'm pretty much what everybody said. What's up, Brandon Morales? How you doing, my brother?
Where's Brandon?
Young David Morales, yeah.
Hey, Brandon. All right, and shout out to Brandon Morales. Over on Facebook, we have Loretta McKay. Hey, Loretta, where have you been? She gave it a 6. Caleb Huntsberry over on Facebook says, be creative. I think speaking to the use of the sample pack. DJ Spen, not to be confused with DJ Spen, gives it a 7. So, all right, we're rolling on. All right, we've got 2 tracks down. We've got 5 more to go. The next one is called Around Soho. It's Talent Tuesday. We are Quantize Recordings. Hang in with us.
No party like a house party, cause a house party don't stop. Ain't no party like a house party, cause a house party don't stop. Ain't no party like a house party, cause a house party don't stop. Ain't no party like a house party, cause a house party don't stop. Ain't no party like a house party, cause a house party don't stop.
All right. What was it called again? Around Soho.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Let's talk to the fam about this one. Let's start off with Mike Freak this time.
So yeah, I like the tune. It's pretty groovy. It's got some really good elements, and I think whoever the producer is, like played with it pretty creatively. The only thing that threw me off was that sample. I've heard that sample a couple of times in different releases already. Like Ain't No Party Like a House Party. It's been used, so I don't know. Probably replace that with something else, like if you know someone who raps, probably ask your friend to rap or something different, because it's been used. It's been,
Okay.
yeah, that sample's been used a lot of times already.
All right. So, what are you thinking about in terms of a score for this one?
It's pretty good. I on its own, without the vocal sample, it's really good. I'll give it an 8.
Oh, okay. Not
pretty
too
good.
shabby.
Yeah.
All right. Well, how about the Twitch fam? Did they score this one?
Yeah, it's 75%, I think. Liking it.
Okay. Not too bad.
Right. And I guess this will be your last record. You're gonna be out to go and do your
Yeah.
freak show and act like a freaky Mike.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Let's see.
All right.
Over on Facebook, Jeff Branch gives it an 8. Nice funky track. Liked it. I think I saw the famous Sarah Foote from Favoritism PR.
What's up, Sarah?
What's up, Sarah? I think Sarah liked this one.
Okay.
So
Interesting.
we've got a few people. I saw Lamore Disco somewhere saying something about the vocal. I think he likes the funkiness of the track, but not necessarily the vocal. Bruce DJ Dex gives it gives it a 7. So some 7s. All right, not too bad. All right, let's move on to Damon Ramsey.
Okay, I pretty much agree with everyone else. It's really funky. The sample kind of threw me off a little bit. And I listened to these tracks before the show, and I got a different sound. And I just want to say that technically, this producer did really well. But, take away the sample and do something else vocally. And I gave it an 8.
Okay, that's a pretty good score. All right, let's go over to Jeffrey C.
I was kind of grooving on that track. And I was like, okay, this is kind of nice. All right. And then I heard Ain't No Party. I'm like, ah!
No, make it stop. Make it stop.
That scared me. I'm like, oh, man. So, no, that vocal did not go with it. You say it was from a sample pack?
Well, that's what Mike said.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, there definitely could have done, well, just do without the vocal and just keep the track. The track was good by itself. So I'd say without the track, it could easily be an 8. I mean, without the vocal, it could easily be an 8. Yeah.
And that's a good comment, Jeffrey, because someone over at one of these chats was saying, yeah, it needs a Mike Dunn. Everybody can't call up Mike Dunn and get a Mike Dunn vocal. But what Jeffrey's saying is just take it out and leave it as a track. Be quiet.
That'll work.
Is that your Mike Dunn impression?
God made me funky.
Yeah.
No, I don't have that. Mike got no. Yeah. I can't do it.
It's a whole different vibe.
Yeah. Only person I can really do is probably Byron. I can do Byron Stingley, man. If you wanna sit back and talk a little bit, I can talk a little bit like Byron, but I can't do Mike.
All right. So to Jeffrey's point, you don't have a vocalist, a strong vocalist for the track, but the track is decent by itself, and you could run with that. All right, let's go over to Greg.
Let me get this mic on. Okay. I thought it was great. I liked the song. I really did. I enjoyed it. I didn't like the vocals like everyone else, but I liked the funk. 4 hours of funk. They have a little thing here in Baltimore called 4 hours of funk. That'd have been perfect for it. Listening to it on my speakers, I thought he did a good job of mixing it. It was decent. couple of spots that I would probably tweak on my own. But other than that, it sounded pretty good. It was a little bit more level. It would have been playable. I said the bass was a little bit loud, just a tad loud. I thought that just stuck out just a little bit, and that's just on my speaker. So I would have to listen to it and live with it a little bit to make a better decision on that. But overall, I thought it was a good song, minus the vocals, and I gave it a 8.
Okay, solid 8s coming in so far. All right, let's go over to Tommy Davis.
Okay, so horns and funk.
He don't like horns and funk.
Not his thing.
I'm sorry, Tommy. I put you out.
He just put his business on the
We're gonna have to get Candace to watch out for Greg and mute him from behind the scenes because he is making his peanut gallery comments.
Right. No. It's just that I came from funk. Before disco, there was funk. And I'm so used to hearing a little bit more funk in it. I mean, it had all the right elements. It did really, really well. It's just that I kept comparing it to with Clear, Keep Your Body Working, and you know what I mean? That had a little bit more energy in it. I think it could be put in it, you know what I mean? Because them horns were great the way he did them. But Spen, can I ask you a question? Are you playing everything at 12 o'clock?
Yeah, pretty much.
Because it just sounded like empty and audio.
Well, yeah, that's a 12.
Yeah, well, it sounded better that time.
I really didn't change anything.
The other 12.
There you go. The other 12, right? Right. So, Tommy Davis in full bloom.
So being that it would end up on Unquantized, it would be a project that it would definitely have to again go to Spen of Nazareth, and we'd have to introduce an audience that we don't have in funk. So we, as a business and what we're selling stuff, we have to think about how we're going to convert to an audience that normally doesn't follow us. So it would have to take somebody, especially from our friends in the UK, they could really terrorize this track because UK has a really stronger funk audience than over here. But I give it a 7.
All right, a 7. You broke the track record. Let's go over to your production partner, Casper Bernstein, and see what he's thinking.
I agree with everybody. Pretty funky track. Definitely, I think somebody mentioned 5 hours of funk, 4 hours of funk with my band Stephen Flagg and all the poppers and lockers. It's definitely a track that can fit in with that vibe minus that little vocal. I give it a strong 7, 7.5.
Okay. 7.5. Not wanting to let go of that 0.5, but not bad. Not bad. DJ Spen, do you have any comments on this one?
Nope, what everybody said. Good comments all the way around.
All right. Well, let me just check out. Let me just check out what the people are saying. Mike Freak has gone to do his
freak show.
Yeah, the freak show over on Twitch. So I don't think we had a poll. But just looking, Mr. Linden says, I had this thing about keyboard horns. Not a fan. All right. What's up, Shawnee Mac over on Twitch? Shout out to the Quantize crew in the house. DJ Renee Melendez and Lexi. Tracy Stevens are all in the chat on Twitch. And shout out to Saheed Muhammad and to DJ Biscuit, who will be joining us for Unquantize Your Mind, our first 10-year anniversary party on March 13th in Baltimore. Saheed could not be here with us. He had another engagement, but I'm glad to see he made it to the chat and is probably dropping his knowledge there, I'm sure. DJ Biscuit has been on, and there was no way I was going to handle him and you all, because that would have just been craziness. No way. So, all right, I think we're getting better with each song. Oh, the poll was a yes. Thanks, Shawnee Mac, for telling me that the poll was a yes over on Twitch. I'm about to give you moderator rights, Shawnee Mac. All right, let's roll on, because the next song I'm excited about is called Praise Him.
All right. Well, let's see where this
Don't let me
goes.
down. Don't disappoint me. Thank you, Lord, that you stopped that.
Thank you.
Thank him.
Who over there saying things?
Thank him.
Greg Lewis.
Yeah,
Y'all.
So
Wait, Spen.
I know, Tommy. I know exactly what you're gonna say, and here we go.
you want spinach? You want
No,
change
it ain't even that. Wait a minute. Wait.
Okay.
Hold on.
You have to do that much fiddling for us to even listen.
Hold on. Hush, woman, hush. And honestly, it's still.
You can't even.
Yeah, I mean, it's so.
No,
the sample is the sample is not really correct. The idea is okay. The speed is way too fast.
Gene King on Twitch said it won't work even if you slow it down.
It's not funny because you know
Miss
what I
Marlene
mean.
B said the needle is stuck on this record. It's very repetitious.
Yeah, but that's not the problem. There's some other in-house,
Okay.
but I'm gonna let the panelists deal with it.
So we have Brandon Morales says, DJ Spen, you're just being too nice.
That's because you look, Brandon, stop it, because one day I'm gonna have your father on this show.
Oh Lord!
It's gonna be a whole other thing.
If David comes in here, we have to have a beat. Is there like a beat button where we can go beep 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 every time he's saying something? Because it's no telling what he might say.
I don't know. So it might be good. Maybe David and Brandon. Maybe, but
I need to be on the mute button if David Morales.
No, but Brandon is young David. Don't get it twisted.
Brandon would be nice, sir. Brandon would be nice. I know. Okay, we got a 91% no. Now, this producer sent us 2 tracks. I picked this one just based on name. I didn't hear it before this. It just seemed. Okay, I'm gonna let the professionals talk. As a lover of gospel house, I am sorely disappointed in what I just heard. That's all I will say.
It's
So
it's it needs work,
I'm
but it could
talking
be
about what it
it could be
could be
fixed.
is not. See, I'm a lover of music. I'm not a producer. I'm not a DJ. I'm not a fixer. So I'm speaking on what I heard right now. Could you fix it? Could someone else fix it? Could Greg fix it? Could Damon fix it? Could Jeffrey fix it? Possibly. But the song was presented as is. Could
Wait a
you?
minute. Yeah, what is it, child?
All right. We're going to go to our first judge while we mute and get our child. So let's start off with Damon Ramsey on this one.
Okay. Mm, mm, mm. So it does sound like a broken record. I mean, Work It Out and God's Got It has already been done. There's nothing original about it. And I'm not, Tommy, don't take this personal. It kind of sounds like Tommy Davis in the mix when he's doing his thing with his tractor. So it doesn't even sound like a production. It sounds like this person just took their tractor or Serato, used their controller and looped it and started hitting buttons. It's like not really a production to me. And then when I listened to it prior to the show, I don't know if they sent it at the right bit rate. It just wasn't clear for me. So it's a big no for me.
Yeah, I was wondering, Damon, that was a question I had for you professionals, if maybe it was like, I mean, I guess you can't speak to whether it's intentional, but first of all, as soon as he started the track, it like went right in and it was just like on warp speed. And I'm like, is that a mistake or maybe he
Yeah,
intended it that way?
I would say if you're gonna do a track like this, then go
Yeah.
listen to what Charisma did.
I
Go
mean,
listen
listen to
to what
Baltimore music. I mean,
right, yeah.
it's not like I'm knocking the speed. I am from Baltimore. So it okay. Okay, so all right. Let's talk to Greg about this one.
Oh
Okay.
Lord.
Yeah, no, look, this is gonna be a no for me. I'm gonna tell y'all straight off the bat.
It's a no. All right.
But I do have something good to say about it though, because he did have
Okay.
a good idea. That little, that would have been great if he had threw a gospel bass line underneath there and some keys over top of it, make it more churchy, to give it
Okay.
some music and some place to go.
Yeah.
And then you can just run that part. That part, you'll get to that part and you're driving that part as a DJ. But
Okay.
it didn't do anything else prior to that. And it stayed there the entire time. And at 140 beats per minute, man, I'm tired after the first 30 seconds.
Yeah.
So for that reason, I gave it a no. But he had a good little sample there. That was a great grab as a sample, but he did nothing with it. So if I got to give it a number, I'm gonna give it a 6 because he had effort.
Okay. All right. Well, that this is the purpose of Talent Tuesday. So yes, I said I didn't like it, and I know sometimes people get their feelings hurt. I don't know why. I'm not a professional. Don't get your feelings hurt if I don't like it. But really listen to the feedback from our panelists. They're giving advice. As Tommy says, you don't have to take it. You could find somewhere, or you could just go to Bandcamp and put it out yourself. But there is some place that maybe, that it may be a good fit as is. But the producers that we have on as our guest panelists know our music very well. They have made our music time and time again. They've worked with Spen. They've worked with Tommy. They work in this industry. They've released on Nervous and Strictly Rhythm and wherever, all over the place they're releasing. And so they're in tune with what we do. So their comments are based on, is this song appropriate for what we do? And so that you have the feedback. So I hope that, even though we laugh a lot and even though I make faces because I'm not happy, you're getting some good feedback. So, all right, Tommy, I want to hear from you on this one. Tom.
All right.
Go ahead, Tom.
Just personally, the rise of gospel house, it's supposed to be the praise party of church. So
Yeah.
if you really want to do something, you have to capture that moment when the church is right now, that record would kill my ushers. My ushers would be falling out.
Have a heart attack.
But when you sample something, there's two things I want to say. There's an art and a creativity to samples. So sometimes if you change what you're doing in a sample, it can make a record really popular. Work It Out was redundant and it just did the same thing. It just had a lot of intricacies in the drums and a lot of stuff, the way Charisma did it and the way that Mel Reed did it and the way that many other people did that record. So for me, if it doesn't convey the soul of gospel church, because that's what really carries over to the floor. The feeling, the spirit comes over you. But if it gets stuck like that, it's like having Jesus on a loop. It's like it's stuck. Oh, Byron Stingley calling me.
And that's Jesus calling right now to say he wasn't happy with that. Jesus is on the main line. Call him up and tell him what you want.
And it is Byron Stingley. Hey Byron. Hey Tommy. Don't answer the phone while we. Don't answer the phone while you're doing Talent Tuesday with my man.
Spen just making fun of me on Talent Tuesday.
He's calling to say he will never do anything else on the label because Spen is messing with him. All right, Tommy. So,
all that being said, I have no problem with the redundancy. I have problems with the creativity in what you're doing. You know what I mean? And sometimes it's what you do that works. And I can deal with something repeating something. I came from jack your body, jack your body, jack. I can deal with redundant. But I can't deal with it doesn't have creativity to make the non-person be into it. You know what I mean? And it just didn't. It kind of had stuck. It sounded like it was more for breakbeat dancing. And they can play at that speed because they're hyper and they can do all that breakdance moves and stuff. So it has an audience, but I don't think it's with us. So I give it a 6.
You give it a 6. All right. People are quite concerned because you just ghosted Byron Stingley.
Who?
Sent him to voicemail.
Wait. It's a choice between Byron and Kelly. I'm sorry, Kelly.
I know why you didn't answer. All right, let's go to our other judges. So who did we hear from? Now y'all got me all messed up. Let's hear from Jeffrey C on this one.
Yeah, that was definitely way too fast. I felt like I went out jogging or something like that. That was way too fast. But I hear where they were going with it. There was some sort of effect on the sample that if it didn't have that effect, it wouldn't have given me a headache. It was, if I had to give a score, I'd probably give it a 5.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't have much to say on it.
All right. Too fast. All right. Casper Bernstein, are you in agreement?
Pretty much. My take on the record is that it's probably more Jersey club, Baltimore club than it is house. Mm-hmm. And in that scene, it may work, but on the technical side, like everybody, like Tommy said, Jeffrey said, they could have flipped the samples a little bit more. And then on some of the samples, they weren't quite triggered, so they kind of lagged. So work on triggering those samples so that it, give it a more rhythmic feel. It was definitely too fast for the house environment. But up in Jersey club, or like the newer Baltimore club that's around that tempo anyway. If they added some more snares to it, some 1/16 hi-hats or something like that, it could work. I would just get more creative with the sample flip, though.
Okay. All right. What's up? DJ Big Groove says Casper says Jersey or Detroit.
Yeah, the footwork stuff they do out in Detroit.
Yeah. All right. So what's your score on this one?
If I'm scoring it on a Baltimore scale, I'm gonna have to give it a 5.
Okay. All right. I think we got everybody, didn't we?
I had to go and deal with children.
Do you have? What do you think about it?
It's for me. Beyond the speed and everything else, the sample, work, I guess, is the only word I can come up with right now at the moment. But it needs some better positioning. The sample needed better positioning. You have to play with these things. A lot of those live samples, in order to fit into the grid on a DAW. You may have to separate stuff and do certain things to make it fit into a particular bar. So I mean, it's a lot to say about it, but again, I like the raw idea of it, but you have to know your audience. Speed matters definitely, and what we do as far as dance music, speed matters. So if you're making it for a footwork type track, having it at 140, 150, no problem. If you're making it for soulful house people, that's never going to work. Baltimore club, around 130. So you have to also kind of know which direction you're taking a track like that, and that's about it. But for in any direction, the main problems to me is that the sample is not sitting correctly. And if that was, if the sample's sitting correctly, I probably could have slowed it down and it would have been fire straight, but it's not correct.
Okay. All right, Candace, could you play this on Premier Gospel?
No, it's no, don't laugh. Thank you so much.
Just checking.
I want to hear what she has to say. Because she plays gospel house and gospel music for radio.
Yeah, no, it's far too fast for Premier Gospel for me personally. It's just far too fast. I can't remember who said it in the chat. They said it's like speed garage, and I did speed garage, and even this is faster than speed garage. But if because I'm not technical, but Spen was saying that if the sample was sitting right, then maybe it could have worked and he could have slowed it down. And I was thinking if it could have been slower, I wrote down that it could have maybe the way it is right now, it could be used as like a DJ tool, like an interlude, kind of like you're going from one to the other, or just use it as a sample on top of something else. But as it is, unfortunately, it's just far too fast for the soulful audience anyway.
Yeah.
For sure.
All right. Well, hopefully the producer got some good feedback. We are going to move on to our next track, which is called Money for Your Soul. Keep it locked. We've got this one and two more to go. It's Talent Tuesday.
Money for your soul. Did they give you something? Something I don't know. Did they give you money? Money for your soul. Did they give you something? Something I don't know. No. Did they give you money? 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 Did they give you Did they give you money? Money for your soul. Money for your soul. So many lies and lies and lies. And tell me the truth now. Did you really sold your soul to that devil called money?
Oh wow.
Yeah, I bet you did.
Hey, hey.
Did they give you money? Money for your soul. Did they give you something? Something I don't know. No, no. Did they give you money? 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 Money for your soul.
All right.
Money for your
Looks
soul.
like we had about 70-something% yes
Oh, yeah.
on this one. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, we've got a surprise visit.
Hey.
Do we have a surprise visitor? Byron Stingley, what's up, brother Byron?
What's up, sis?
Hey, Byron.
Why are you crashing the house radio?
Because Spen was
show?
on here. Spen was on here. I'm gonna tell it. Spen was on here imitating you, doing the Byron voice.
I am. I always want to ask you one question, Kelly. Can you answer me one question?
I'm gonna do my best.
How Spen get a girl like you?
Every day I ask myself.
Uh-huh.
I just always wondered that.
You always wondered it, really?
See what happens when you in here mocking Byron
I'm just
Stingley
saying.
in front of all the people.
Oh, shoot, too much.
Byron, we've been trying to get you on this show, and we need to get you on
we
here.
had to get you in an official capacity. Officially.
Okay. I want to let you all know I just signed a new record deal too, and I'm trying to see. I know y'all produced the version of a new version of Devotion, but I want to get an original track from you. So I'm asking you in front of everybody. So that's one of the reasons.
Oh well, the answer is absolutely a yes.
Oh,
Are you kidding?
Oh yeah.
Right, you heard it. You heard it
What
here
kind of
first.
question is that? A better question is how I got a girl like Kelly. I tell you how I got a girl like Kelly was because I said, I want to give you devotion. That's what I did.
So you
Ladies and
just
gentlemen,
like
I
Byron.
have lost control of the show.
No, you didn't.
Hey, Byron, the chat was saying I ghosted you because I was talking and you called, and I was like, no,
that was just amazing.
He sent you to voicemail
Yeah,
because he knew I was not having it.
I was like, wow. It sounded like I was like, the way it rang, it sounded like he sent me the voicemail. It didn't ring like long enough for
Right.
natural. I was like, he sent me the voicemail. Okay. All right.
No, never.
Well, Byron, I love you, but I'm getting ready to cut you off too. We got to get back to this. We got a show to do. So if you want to stay with us, you can stay and listen to the music. But we got to get this song
I'm gonna
scored.
stay and listen to the music. That's what.
Okay.
All
So
right,
then,
perfect.
did you happen to hear this last track?
I love that last track. I
You loved it.
Yeah,
Really?
that was hot.
Okay. So on a scale of 1 to 10, what you talking?
I would give it a 7 or 8.
Okay, not too bad.
Yeah. 7 or
Oh my
8.
goodness.
7 or
All
8.
the Byron Stingley fans in the chat are going crazy. They are saying, we love you, Byron.
Yeah.
They love you.
I love Baltimore. I gotta say this: Baltimore and Jersey are my 2 favorite places.
Well, honey, these people, our fans are worldwide, honey. They're not just in Baltimore. I gotta shout out we got Brazil in the house. We got Southport, UK in the house. We got Leeds and Wales in the house.
Okay, you
All
got
right.
Brighton in the house and Southport. Okay,
All of them in the house. Seattle, look, Seattle said they love you too.
Oh wow, Seattle. Hey, ask Ben about
Canada,
the time when he was sweating real hard in the club and he got the sweat wiped off of him. But
we're not going to talk about that
don't
now,
no, please don't.
We're not talking about that right
Here
now.
we go.
All right, what we're going to do? No, it's not going there.
Go ahead and mute me after that.
Candace, mute them if you have to. I don't care who they are, how many awards and Grammys, mute them all. We're going to start out with Jeffrey C. And Jeffrey's going to tell me what he thinks about this song because Byron said he liked it and he gave it about a 7. So, Jeffrey, how are you feeling about this one?
This is my favorite track out of what we've heard so far. I really liked it. I mean, everything moved the way it should. I mean, after X amount of measures, boom, a change, and another set of measures, boom, a change, and the vocals came in and they said real nicely in the mix. And even in keys and chord structure, it just felt good. So I have a feeling we have a musician behind it. Because I could tell a musician as versus a programmer, somebody who programs drums or programs music, you can hear the technical aspects, but you don't feel the emotion. But I felt the emotion in this one. It sounded really good. So if I had to give it a score, I'd probably give it a 9.
Wow. All right. A 9 from Jeffrey C. Over on Facebook, we've got a 9 from Rico Flores. Shout out to Rick Dickerson from Arizona. You're not from Texas, you're from Arizona, but Timona Panzan is in there and she is from Texas, showing some love for this song. Lots of good comments about this particular song in the chat. All right, let's move on and talk to Casper Bernstein about this one.
I agree with Jeffrey. Great track, great movement. Great sound. It made me want to go shopping. If I was in Nordstrom's and that record came on, I would definitely spend some money.
Okay. Well, the song said, don't lose your soul for some money.
Right.
So I give it an 8.
Okay, not too shabby. All right, let's go over to Damon Ramsey.
Well, in my notes I liked it just the way it is. This was great work. I gave it an 8. This is something that you may want to consider signing. This really has a great potential.
Okay, well let me put a little highlight right here on that one. All right, Damon. Let's hear from Greg Lewis. Greg, do you agree?
I gave it a signature line.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Is it a 10 for you, or what are we talking here?
Well, I can't give it a golden ticket.
I
Now
know
I'll
you're
give it,
not.
I'll,
I
I'll give it
know
a
you're
9.
hard. You're hard. Okay, you gave it a 9. Now.
Strong 9, because I'm saving my 10
You're
for
saving your golden buzzer for a really strong one. Okay.
yeah. But this is a really good song. It's Quantize and chill. Some
Okay.
point. 'Cause it's like I'm at the pool party. I can
Yeah.
dance if I
Right.
want. I can
Yeah.
chill out if I want. And it's a
Yeah.
nice song. And if you bring the tempo up a little bit, you can actually probably get some good dubs out of this. It's a nice song. Really good
All
song.
right.
Sounded good
All
on my
right.
speakers too.
Good feedback. Tommy.
Easy, easy, easy A, easy. I liked it. It was well. You could tell they knew what they was doing. It was structured right. You know what I mean? It had a purpose. It might not be peak in the way the mix is now, but it had everything to be a really great record. Which is the most important thing about a song is the song got to be a great
The
song.
element. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Well, that is not bad. Spen, do you agree?
Yep, totally agree. 8 strong 8s. If I had to be really nitpicky about it, it would have been something with the vocal. But it's not even worth mentioning. It's definitely an 8.
Okay.
It's good.
All right. All right. Well, let's go on because we have 2 more tracks for the night. Shout out to Mike Adams giving this one a 10 over on Facebook. We are Quantize Recordings. This is Talent Tuesdays. Keep it locked. Thank you. We have we have interesting 60% no and 40% yes over on Twitch, but a lot of positive comments that I'm reading in the chat. So I don't know if some people maybe just did not vote. All right, let's get into it. Is Mr. Stingley with us still? Let's see what he's talking about.
I think he's still there. Yeah, there he is.
Hey, Byron, you like this one?
Yeah, I do like that one. I do like it. Is it for me? It's more something. I don't know. It's something I would like to ride to and listen to in my car and cool like that. I don't know if it's something that's gonna make me want to get up and like Vogue and dance and death drop and all that on the floor. But
I would love to see that.
All right.
So what kind of score would you give this one?
I would give that one a 6.
Okay, that's still not too bad. All right, Tommy, what do you think about this one?
I'm gonna go to buzzer.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, we have a perfect 10 golden buzzer from Tommy Davis.
Yeah.
Talk to me. What do you like about it?
It sounds early Curry like, and you know, and it kind of makes your feet want to move, and you know, I miss that. So besides just a little bit more tweaking on the way it sounds, that's a killer track. And anybody that says it's not, I will wait till I see you on a dance floor and play, and then come tap you on your shoulder and say, what? So the producer, man, you did a great job. Some of the things that people are saying in the chat is that it sounds familiar, and you want that sometimes. You want that little edge that says, you know, it reminds me of something I used to love. Is that a bad thing? No, that's not a bad thing. Not one person could say what. So that's a good thing for it. So I hear a future for this record.
Okay, a perfect 10 from Tommy Davis. Saheed Muhammad, who is by his own words a little different, says he gives it a 5.
Okay.
So you know, he says everyone knows I'm from Mars. Keep the sample and different elements. So he says a 5. All right, let's go over to Greg Lewis.
Okay, this was my golden ticket right here.
Really?
Yes. Yeah.
All right, we got two 10s on this one.
I wrote for this one. I said I like the bill. This artist, what he did. The fart bass was dope because everybody uses a really rounded bass. He used a nice fart bass and made it work.
What is it called?
A farty bass. A farty bass. A farty bass like farty beans. Like farty beans.
So I said I really would have liked to hear a verse and some call response to connect that little vocal hit that he had, because it was do it. So he could have had something else, there to give it a call and response, so that it made a little more sense. But this song was dope. This song was definitely dope. I heard Louis, Carrie Chandler all in the song.
Wow. Okay.
It's a really good song.
All
really
right. Nice feedback.
I don't know what they're listening to, but I really like the song.
You like it? Okay. All right. Let's go over to Damon Ramsey.
I liked it. I think it should be named Good to You instead of Shine. And it needs a few more vocals to kind of tell a story. And what I think I'm hearing is they did a really good job of using a MIDI pack or a MIDI wave. This is what I did with my first release, Feel the Heat. That was a MIDI pack, and this is what I hear with this track, and they did very good with that. So I give it a strong 7.
All right. We got some 10s. We have a very strong 7. We have a 6. Let's go to Casper Bernstein.
Dope record, very vibey. Wrong with it, other than the fact that I don't like it.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
So it's nothing bad that I can say about the record, but I had to agree with the people in the chat and with Saeed. Um, it doesn't do anything for me, but
Okay.
it's a great record though. It's a great record. I could hear it at a Miami pool party, a rooftop party, stuff like that. But not during the peak times, but opening set when you trying to set, the sunset and all of that type stuff. But I give it a 5, 6.
Okay.
Man, I'm gonna play this song for y'all, make y'all jump off the speakers.
You will not. I challenge you to. I know I won't. Unless you're gonna get Byron singing to sing on it or something. All right. I need to hear from Jeffrey C on this one to close us out for this one.
Oh man, I was up here getting ugly in the face and just bobbing up and doing everything.
You
like
liked
that.
it.
Oh yeah, I like this. I like this one a lot. Okay, I don't have a golden buzzer, but
a golden reel. A golden movie reel.
Oh, geez. That's
Wow.
right. I give this
Only Jeffrey C.
3 golden buzzers on this
Definitely.
track.
By far my favorite track so far. I love it.
Yes.
So all of the DJs that really loved it will happen to be on this party on March 13th. So I'm challenging you. You all have the link. You already can download the song. I want to hear you play this in a way to make me like it, and I'm gonna see what happens on March 13th.
Kelly, because I'm gonna have you jumping off the speaker.
Stay tuned for the video of me jumping off the speaker because Greg Lewis says he can do it with this track. So we've got 3 10s. Not bad. Spen, are you feeling this one?
Yeah. It reminds me of a Carrie Chandler record. The way that it's mixed is nice. I mean, for a demo, it's really nice.
Okay.
I'm going to give it a 9. It's short of a 10, but I'm going to give it a 9. It's good.
Okay.
Very, very good.
So can we talk about Joy? Because everyone, of course, is saying that's what it reminds them of.
What Joy?
Let's see.
Quentin Harris.
Tracy. Who
Quentin
said
Harris, Joy?
Trina.
What did I start singing as soon as it came on? And you said, yeah, it's up that alley.
I don't remember.
Oh my
Don't
God.
get me
Joy,
wrong.
that's what I started singing. I won't sing live on the air, but
Why not? We got singers now. You can sing now.
no, sir.
Do it.
No, sir, I will not.
Do it.
All right. All right. So, is that the DJ? The vocal was a sample. The track was original. Okay, so the producer is in the chat on Twitch. All right. Not bad. And stay tuned. I guess we'll be calling you about this track.
Really good.
All right, we've got one more for tonight. It is called Give My Love. This producer submitted 2 versions. We're going to listen to the Afro Latin mix. He also submitted the original, but I thought these are the only.
I don't have the other one. Only have
because
one.
I only wanted one on. I listened to both, and I thought the Afro Latin was more interesting.
Okay. Well, wait a minute. Get it set.
Get it set, because I thought it was very interesting. These are the only tracks I listened to for tonight.
All right.
All right. Let's go.
Here we go.
I'm a lover. I've always been. Ever since I was a kid. And I'm that lover that'll hold your hand. I'm not afraid to show the world that I'm your man. Have you ever had a good man? You ain't never had a good man. Elevate your life. Elevate your life. Get your hair and nails done, baby. All done, baby. Before we go out, you looking good for me tonight, yeah. I'm not looking for a bad thing. No. I'm not interested in one night stand. Looking for one night stand. I want someone I can romance, someone I can give my love. Oh, I'm not looking for a fast one. I'm not looking for a fast one. I'm a man that likes to take my time and do it right. I want someone I can romance, someone I can give my love. Just say you love me, I know you do. 'cause don't nobody treat you the way I do. I'm gonna love you till the day I die. You got my word that I will always treat you right. Have you ever had a good man? You ain't never had a man like me. Elevate your life, elevate your life. Get your hair and nails done, baby. All done, baby. Before we go out, looking good for me tonight, yeah. I'm not looking for a play. I'm not looking for a play. I'm not interested in one night stand. I want someone I can romance, someone I can give my love. I'm not looking for a fast one. No. I'm a man that likes to take my time and do it right. I want someone I can romance, someone I can give my love. Good love and respect. A man who takes time for romance. Flowers and love knows you ain't never had a love like this before. Yeah. Bringing back the romance, bringing back the romance. I'm not looking for a play. I'm not interested in one night stand. I want someone I can romance, someone I can give my love. I'm not looking for a fast one. No. I'm a man that likes to take my time and do it right. I want someone I can romance, someone I can give my love. Oh. La 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 la. 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 You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, wait a minute. Let me hear that part. Let me hear that sexy voice.
That was somebody talking.
Oh, who was that?
Probably.
Sexy. What? Put a little sexy piece on that end right there. That sounded good.
Sound like they falling asleep.
I like that. You know, I like anything I can sing to. So, all right, let's check out what they're saying. Let's go to Byron. Byron.
That song make me want to twirl.
Oh yeah. That's a twirling song.
Yeah, that's a
all
twirling.
Right.
Yeah.
So, what kind of score are you giving it?
I'm giving that an 8, and even the last song, I'm listening to it on a flip phone, so I'm not really hearing all the music like I should. But I like that, and I like the last song. I want to score that last song a little higher, but I get this like an 8. I really like the vocals. The vocals sound really refreshing to me.
Yeah,
it's something a little different. Okay.
Yeah. All right, let's go to Greg Lewis on this one.
I liked it too. I thought it was a nice song. It was a Jersey song all the way. This was Jersey written all over it. Seemed like I heard it before. You know, it's a song that sounds so familiar, like you've heard the chord structure and everything before. I gave this song a strong 7. I wouldn't give it an 8, but I gave it a strong 7. I think it's a really nice song. I think it'll go over well, and I'm waiting to hear the remixes.
I'm sure you will hear a remix from someone you know.
Yeah, all right.
All right, let's hear from Casper Bernstein on this one.
I like it. I really like the lyrics. What he was talking about, like Byron said, it was
Mhm.
refreshing. Um, nice to hear. In contrast to all the songs that you hear today. So that was nice little throwback love message. Um,
Mhm.
the resolution of of what was submitted sounded kind of iffy. I'm not sure if that's a product of the headphones I'm using or the computer or whatever, but it
Okay.
sounded kind of low resolution. But that's something that has nothing to do with the record itself.
Right.
Nice Jersey record, like was said, nice record you could twirl to. Um, Definitely not something that I would create, as you probably all know, but I
No.
still, I still like it. It would go over well with the Baltimore, crowd.
Mhm. Mhm.
I give it an 8. I give it an 8.
8 is not too shabby. Okay. All right. We need to hear from Damon on this one.
All right. So this gets my golden buzzer.
Yes.
That's a saw.
Yeah.
That's a
Well,
saw. A
let's
golden
just
saw.
let's just cut to the chase and sign this record. It's a really good feel good record. It makes me want to drive with the top down with my lady, or if I'm in a
Oh.
club, I want to grab my woman and dance and two
Be
step with
careful.
her.
I saw Adrian over there, all that talking, you talking.
Yeah,
I just saw her in
I,
the earlier.
I
So
tried
yeah.
to go
He's
get her,
married.
but
Leave him alone.
she's in
You worry
class
about
right
your own
now,
wife.
so she's
Oh,
in
trust me,
school.
I am.
Yeah, but yeah, sign this, man. This is groovy. This is definitely a Damon Ramsey and the DJ Biscuit record.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I didn't see, is DJ Biscuit still in the chat? I didn't see him commenting because he definitely, when his kind of record comes on, he definitely gives us his feedback. So he may not be in.
Oh yeah,
He was there. He's there.
He was there. He okay. Yeah, he okay. So that's a 10 there. Tommy.
Uh, you know, ladies run the clubs now, and that's a
Absolutely.
lady song. That's
Yes.
a
All
lady
ladies to the dance
song.
floor and singing it. And yes. Yes.
So that, and I like the movement. It felt good. It felt happy. It didn't feel sad. It didn't feel. And the changes on it. The guy did some bridge, so unusual bridge toward the end. It's like I love that. When instead of this kind of straight line thing that music is doing now without movement, so that was really like a song, like a real
Mm-hmm.
song. So
Mm-hmm.
I definitely I'm giving it a 8.5. I, I
8.5.
I was gonna
Okay.
go buzzer it, but I've used my buzzer.
Okay. Well, 8.5 is good. DJ Spen.
What I'm going to say is to the songwriter, you are an excellent, excellent songwriter. The lyrics are great. The story is perfect, start to finish. I heard maybe one note that I would have changed, but literally, man, this is like, Smokey Robinson level work. It's very, 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 very good. And I would encourage you to continue doing that. Really good songs, especially in our sort of soulful house kind of genre. They're sort of really hard to come by. And a good song is a good song is a good song. They'll play it this year. They'll play it 10 years from now. They'll play it 20 years from now. So, being in this chat room with one of the best, who I consider one of the best dance music songwriters ever, Byron Stingley. I mean, if he gives you kudos, man, I mean, this is an excellent piece in my opinion, and it's a perfect 10 to me. Musically and the mix and all of that other kind of stuff. It's a demo. This is a demo show. I don't think that there are some things that are going to be perfect, but as far as the song is concerned, kudos, and I pray that you will continue to work on that, on what it is that you have there, because I think that it's very special. It's good work.
Wow. You want to know how I feel about it?
Yeah.
I just wrote an email that says, please say we can sign this record. I adore it. The judges are not even finished yet, but I don't care. I have linked in the head of A&R, Candace McKenzie. Sincerely, Kelly Spencer.
All right now.
So, man. All right.
Wait, did we skip Jeffrey C again?
We didn't skip Jeffrey, did we?
No, yes, you did.
Yeah.
I hit Jeffrey.
No way. Well, like I told him, the judges aren't finished yet, but I already hit send. So, Jeffrey, I hope you don't let me down because I love it. Do you like this one?
Hey, that was a good record. Oh, you did the right thing by sending that email.
I did the right thing? Okay,
yes,
good. Thank you.
Yes, you did. Great song, great flow, great feel. And I could definitely picture myself hearing it in the nice summer evening, like sunset, windows down. And to Greg's point, yes, the chord structure sounded very familiar, which is fine because I mean, a lot of songs have the same chords. It reminds me of what's that Kashif song? Love Changes. Same chord.
Okay.
It does.
It
does. Very good work.
There you go.
So yeah, really good song. Yeah, I hope y'all. I hope everything works out and send me the stems. I like to remix it. Oh, did I say that?
See?
Oh, they want to hear a little bit more of it, Spen. I don't know if you have the original mix because again, they have two mixes on this one. This one
we'll
was
play the other one next week.
Yeah, that one was the Afro Latin.
Man,
we did get an original mix too, so there may be, if they sign it to us, you may be hearing a few different sounds on this one, and maybe even some remixing. All right, we have, so I don't know how we did it, but we got through the night with all of the Baltimore craziness. What's this going on?
This is this record again. Are we playing it again?
Oh, you want to? Oh, you want to play it again?
Yeah, I think so. Okay. Just it's really good. So we'll listen.
I'm a lover. I've always been. Ever since I was a kid, and I'm that lover that'll hold your hand. I'm not afraid to show the world that I'm your man. Have you ever had a good man? We never had a good man. Elevate your life, elevate your life. Get your hair and nails done, baby. All done, baby. Before we go out, you looking good for me tonight, yeah. I'm not looking for a bad thing, no. I'm not interested in one night stand. Looking for one night stand. I want someone I can romance, someone I can give my love. Oh, I'm not looking for a fast one. I'm not looking for a fast one. I'm a man that likes to take my time and do it right. I want someone I can romance, someone I can give my love. I'm looking for a I'm not interested in one night stand. I want someone I can romance, someone I can give my love. I'm not looking for a fast one. No. I'm a man that likes to take my time and do it right. I want someone I can romance, someone I can give my love. La 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 la. You know what I'm talking about?
You tried it.
I tried a little bit.
All right.
I couldn't catch it quick enough. I was like, what was going to be with a beat under it? So yeah, there you go.
All right. Well, so this producer, I didn't even realize that's who it was. Know him very well. This is his last Talent Tuesday because he can get to us directly. He slid that one in there.
Well, it was a good slide.
I'm going to just tell you the history. The first time that we heard from him was when we did, if I'm not mistaken, the remix. Was it the remix contest or the demo contest? I think it was the remix contest when we did the remix for Tasha LaRae, Never Be Alone.
Yeah,
and
okay.
He was one of the finalists. He's in the UK. He has a few names, so he produces one sound under one name and another sound under a different name. And he knows I like this kind of stuff, so he slid it in there knowing good and well I was going to want it. Now he's playing with my emotions saying I might sign it to you. You better give me this record. You better give me this record. I'm not playing with you. All right. Well, this has been a fantastic Talent Tuesday.
Really
I'm looking back at my notes, and we have 2, maybe 3 songs that we will be signing. So that was a pretty good night. Shout out to all my brothers from down the street in Baltimore. Thank you for joining us, and shout out to Byron Stingley for dropping in the chat after Spen was in here imitating your voice. Nobody can do Byron Stingley's voice but Byron Stingley.
No.
So we're looking forward to hearing this Byron Stingley and DJ Spen collaboration on this new project.
Oh yeah, it's coming. It's coming.
All right. All right. Well,
that's
it is now officially midnight in the UK, and it is 1 a.m. in
Europe.
I
would tell everybody thank you, but I'm gonna have to go and get you cats one by one. But y'all know I love you.
They know it. And again, if you're in Baltimore or close to Baltimore and you want to join us on March 13th, check out our social media. The first person in Baltimore who responds in the chat or who can get to Baltimore and you want to be my VIP
guest. Wait. We on a couple different chats, though.
I can see all the chats in one place.
Oh,
sir.
Okay.
If you're interested in being my special guest, I have some tickets for you.
Is that a VIP guest?
That's the only way to go when you're my guest. So come on and comment in the chat, and I will hook you up. I don't see nobody. I guess y'all not coming. So yes, yes, Shawnee Mac. I agree. Shawnee Mac says praying for Ukraine. All right, who's that? The Soul Miners. The Soul Miners. The Soul Miners, hit me at contact us at Quantize Recordings, and
the Soul Miners 2 or 3 people.
That it is
one.
It says Soul Miners.
It's one. Before the last track.
And Mo Barry, I'm going to have you as my guest as well. So hit me up at contact us at quantizerecordings.com. Again, yes, Shawnee Mac, I agree. Prayers for the folks over in the Ukraine and the situation over there in Eastern Europe. So
all my
prayers up. Yes. And to my Nigerian brothers and sisters who are getting sent to the back of the line, trying to get across the border out of the Ukraine. Prayers. All right. So are we done?
I think we are.
I think we are done. We need to call it a night. Thank you all who come back and join us every week. We try. So they send us notes like, you didn't shout me out. We try to see you all, but we see you. We appreciate your support. And we'll be back in 2 weeks. Producers, if you have tracks, you better hurry up. I already have 4 tracks. I can only take 3 more for next in 2 weeks from now. Music at quantizerecordings.com is our email. Shout out to our team in the chat. DJ Renee Melendez, Lexi, Mike Freak is on over Twitch, and we're going to go ahead and raid him from the Twitch side. Shout out to, yes, you can bring your wife. I never say no to wives. Come on now.
I thought, wait, I was only supposed to be one.
plus his wife.
Oh,
they are one.
That's why he's a minor.
The Bible says the two shall be one flesh. They are one.
Let no man put asunder.
Let no man put asunder. All right, we are out. We love you all. Jeffrey C, Casper, Damon, Greg. Did I miss anybody? Tommy. Oh, we love y'all. We appreciate you. Sahid Muhammad, thank you for showing up in the chat. Biscuit, we can't wait to see what you all do on March 13th at Quantize Your Mind. It's going to be crazy fun. I got my dancing shoes ready, and Greg's gonna make me
falling off the speaker now.
Greg's gonna make me jump off the speaker to your. I forgot the DJ's name, but we're gonna sign his song, and I'm gonna dance. I'm gonna jump off the speaker to that song. So, good night, everyone. Peace in the valley, peace in the city, and peace to your souls. We love you, and we are out. Shout out Candace McKenzie. Thank you for holding it down behind the scenes. We love you. Good night, everybody.
Good night. Night.